Hello and welcome back to Keldeo60 Plays. Today, I am playing some more Pokemon Legends ZA. And last time, we finished the last hyperspace survey, and we're told to make a Bad Dreams Cruller, which I did. So all we have to do now is meet Corbeau in front of Prism Tower. Or the remains of what was once known as the Prism Tower. So that means the first step is coming all the way to Centrica Plaza. I could have warped here. I forgot to do one thing. To the main box. And just in case, I can do this. I assume this is a special attacker. Yeah. That looked pretty decent. um, do I want to use its Mega Stone? Yeah, where is it? Probably all the way down here. And then, yeah, I probably should have done this off screen. Yes, give me Moonblast. I don't need Energy Ball. And then this doesn't actually change anything. And then Synthesis is Synthesis. Here's our Team MZ power trio. It's time to follow this distortion into hyperspace Lumiose and take on the Pokemon behind all this. Are you ready? If this is what it takes to help everyone, then I'm ready to fight. I'm the Mega Evolution successor. No way am I gonna say no. So I assume you're ready as well. I'm all set to go. You want to go instead? Thought so. Guess I didn't really need to ask. Let's see that Bad Dreams crawler you made. Only 5 minutes. You want to feed hyperspace Koopa this donut and enter? Yes. Looks good. I knew the Rust Syndicate's signature as Epice Noir would come through. Time to roll. Summon everyone to Centrico Plaza. All right, everyone. Can you see my screen? I've marked where I want each of you. Everyone, confirm your posts, then stand by. The plan itself I understand, but I fail to grasp why you are the one giving orders. We need our strongest trainers working together if we're going to save Lumiose. Especially you. Wouldn't want a trainer of your caliber stuck managing logistics. I'm just freeing you up. Man, he dealt with her really easily right there. Now go make Operation Mega Donut happen. I poured my heart and soul into making my canary bread so also some other pastry could save the day. Hoopa needs donut pops, it's all ringy. Well, it's Hoopa's loss, canary bread is the best. Aw, G-Volt. Is this even your post, little, Gwen, was it? It's fine, Pops. G-Volt can hang here. We're buds. More importantly, you're seriously planning to Mega Evolve donuts? They are. Hopefully we can finish before Ivor arrives. Where's Gwen? Eesh, looks like Ivor's been glumping around the city looking for ya. Guess we've got to protect Lumiose. If we don't, you will come drink our delicious coffee. Perhaps this is the true calling. Or raison d'etre. There you go again, making everything existential. Can I just get on with the helping people? How characteristically pragmatic, Griselle. You know, I would be overjoyed if you could bring dear Grajam along with you to join my upcoming Super Deluxe tournament. I told you, you come to me if you want to battle. Time is short. We must commence the operation. Goodness. Yes? You managed to successfully sneak up behind me, even in holographic form. I am all astonishment. You have improved considerably. Oh, thanks to your constant, battling and strict guidance. I suppose we'd better prepare too. We are prepared. If We believe in you all. Don't worry. We're the three of the strongest trainers in Lumiose. Man, it's almost like we keep referring to Lumiose as the entire region. Well, Karina and they are, at least. I heard that, Naveen. You're getting a dish of some extra special curry when we celebrate. If there's something left to celebrate after all this, I'll shovel down whatever you make. Ansha, you can hear us, right? Make sure to cheer Hoopa on. I certainly will. Good luck, all of you. Emma will be here soon. We'll all pour the Mega Evolution power we got into that donut. How can we Mega Evolve it? Question. How do we Mega Evolve a donut other than through Mega Evolution power? This plan is still weird. Whoa, so this is the view from the top of Prism Tower. I knew we'd be up high, but what a sight. Oh, Ansha's up here. The view from up here looks pretty different this time. Even looking up at this weird distorted sky, I feel oddly calm. I think it's because I know we're going to use Ansha's donut and help a Pokemon in need. Indeed. I believe in you all. Everyone's in position down here. How's it looking up there? We're good to go. Thought you would be. Here goes. Let Operation Mega Donut begin. Emma still got sidelined at the end. Oh, I like the fact that the evolution power did have Hoopa have a projection of its unbound form right there. This is an interesting landscape. This place feels weirdly familiar. Yeah, I swear I could swear I've seen it before. I had a dream about this place. Yeah, those dreams. They must have been messages from the Pokemon here on Hyperspace Lumiose. They sure were strange. Yeah, stay away, but also help. Maybe it knows it'll suffer if it Rogue Mega Evolves. We gotta press on and find that Pokemon. No, not just find it. Save it from Mega Evolving. Hyperspace New Moon Nightmare. Oh. If that isn't telling. This place gives me the creeps. Can't believe how dark this night is. Oh, if all the naming conventions weren't obvious enough, I have an idea what, I think I might know what Pokemon we are gonna find deep in here. Oh, Karina's about to say it for me. What is it? Pretty sure it's Darkrai. Yeah, I wonder. New Moon? That was the name of an island in Generation 4. Bad Dream, Roller. That's its ability. And Stay Away, and another thing I had pointed out earlier in the playthrough, in the DLC, are are also references to the bad nightmares and dreams from the movie, if I remember correctly. They are from the movie. And as I mentioned, as well, earlier on, that I started recognizing the music in the Wild Zones, and that's because it sounded very similar to some of the space-time distortion stuff from those Generation 4 movies. It's very, very interesting that they actually played into the anime stuff for Darkrai here. It drives people and Pokemon away from itself by afflicting them with nightmares. So it's absorbed tons of mega power that the tower was giving off. And now it's afflicting us with Hyperspace Lumiose and Out of This World Nightmare. I'd say so, though I sure don't like it. Thinking of the state Darkrai's in, it makes me so mad. Mega Evolution is a miraculous thing. It's a kind of magic born between Pokemon and Trainer, Keystone, and Megastone. Rogue Mega Evolution is a cruel joke that goes against everything Mega Evolution is about. I'm the successor, and I can't sit by watching Pokemon suffer from it any longer. We gotta save Darkrai. Well, no doubt. Darkrai, what kind of Pokemon is it even? Good question. Last time I checked, it's a fairly, good, decent Dark type. You're a Dark type. Hopefully, nothing about that changes. Change mood. Something just tells me having a second bug move good. Who's there? Ah. That looks like AZ. But isn't he dead? That's for fun. Oh. And it's Floette. But hang on, wait a minute. I just had Floette out. Hello, Tawny. AZ? How? This is just a dream, huh? It is a dream, but then again, life is a dream. How? How could you, AZ? After everything with the tower, I came back to the hotel to find you, but you were... You did wonderfully. I'm so grateful for all you've done. You saved the Pokemon, and people of our city, and my Floette. You truly are the worthy leader of Team MZ. Yeah, thanks, AZ. And Karina. Strong as these two may be, it would have struggled in hyperspace if not for you. Thank you. Nothing to thank me for. I can't stand to let poor Pokemon suffer from Rogue Mega Evolution. And you, AZ, I can't believe you had the nerve to kick the bucket before I made it to Lumiose. I had hoped to welcome you, but life laughs at our hopes, doesn't it? You. I'm so glad to have known you. Thank you. The time we had was precious. It warms my heart to hear you say so. After wandering in the dark for as long as I have, your words are almost blindingly bright. I believe in you all. I think I understand what Hyperspace Lumiose is. The places where we've been fighting most of the rogue Mega Evolution for story reasons. I think this is supposed to this is depending on when Darkrai started gaining the extra Mega Evolution energy pre-Tower. If it started grabbing it pre-Tower issues, I would actually say this is AZ's nightmare. And the last remaining regrets. But I also will say, well, before I continue, I also do like the fact that they bring up the fact that Tawny somehow, as soon as we finished with Tower, went back to the hotel and apparently ran into AZ, completely gone. Just walking in on his body. That's gotta be horrifying. If that is true. No matter how harrowing the night, I know you will help shape a brighter tomorrow. But I also think with this is also potentially the last message of Darkrai needing help. Which is also a good way to incorporate a character that you wish hadn't passed. Despite all the issues he caused in the past. AZ? Let's go. I think this area is supposed to represent Lumiose if the weapons had gone off completely. And humanity was wiped out clean. It feels like it would make sense. Well, if this ain't an arena, I don't know what is. It's too quiet. Stay away. Stop. That voice. It's the one from those dreams. Hurt. It hurts. You. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Here it comes. Watch out. Hang on. Before anything, I need to do one thing on my end. Game volume's a little too quiet. It sounds like the three. It's. I think it's just a remix of the Gen 4 Wild Battle theme. Of course. Unfortunately, there is nothing in terms of immunity for this fight, so I'm wasting this early. But I also have a bunch more fairy types to rely on later. Time for Light of Ruin. Okay. I'm just going to assume Using Floette's Light of Ruin in that state. Go. Ow. Okay, this fight's difficult. But thankfully I have a lot of Mac revives. I saved them all for the, I had saved them all for Prism Tower and then ended up not needing them all. That's just the Marks fight. Oh. Apparently I can do that twice now. Oh! I think I recognize what it's supposed to be. Is it the idea of one could probably say it's like an eclipse or a moon-esque thing. I think it's supposed to be isn't there a myth in some cultures of like a comet that brings along with it bad dream? I think that's what it's supposed to be, as a comet. This really is a nightmare. We gotta put a stop to this. Oh. I have an idea what this is supposed to be. Oh. 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 While that's going on, you cannot, heal. At this point, you can't use, found another issue. You cannot use, yeah, at this point, just letting Pokemon die is necessary. Just letting Pokemon go down. There we go. And that's Darkrai down. Catch it in your preference of Pokeball. noticed about after the but I did notice that because I could pause it right before that one attack point. When I was talking about the comet thing. But as soon as I unpaused and that attack went through, I could not heal. I was gonna heal Zygarde, and I just couldn't. We did it! We saved Darkrai from the pain of Rogue Mega Evolution. We are such a good team. You three really did it. You took care of that Pokemon causing Hyperspace Lumiose to appear. Never heard such a sunny voice out of you, Corbeau. You feeling good? Felt the need to ask the obvious, did you? Of course I'm happy. Lumiose is safe again. Thanks to you all. Thanks to all of you. You did great. I mean it. Let's head back. Can't keep everybody waiting. Hyperspace Lumiose survey number 6 completed. Honestly, other than technically a slightly potentially stressful second half, that battle was fine. So the pitch black Pokemon Darkrai was the one raging deep in Hyperspace Lumiose. Yeah, I guess it somehow wandered into Lumiose and probably settled on top of Prism Tower, probably to stay away from everyone down below. No way anyone would have found it there while the tower was closed off for redevelopment. But then Darkrai got exposed to all that mega power leaking from the tower. So its ability to inflict nightmares got cranked up and ran wild. But not unlike the Rogue Tower itself. I guess not everything we saw was nightmarish exactly. A lot of it was just odd. Makes sense. What with all the different people and Pokemon here in Lumiose? Blend together a whole city's worth of dreams, and of course you'll get some plain old weirdness mixed in with the scary stuff. Yep. Hey, even Darkrai can't always tell what's a nightmare to each of us. I'm told its nightmare powers are more instinct than conscious act. Or a more instinct act than a conscious act anyways. Darkrai may not have meant any harm in the first place. That's probably true. And now, our next task is to make sure Ansha's dream becomes a reality. You got that right. Since we're wrapping things up, let me say one last time. Good work, kids. You're a good bunch. You know something? You might just be the greatest Pokemon trainer around. If I might also say a few words, I wanted to tell you how glad that I joined you all, that I got to set up shop with you, and that we might even get to carry on together to meet that fine legendary Pokemon next. It's also, well, let me sum up what I mean. Team MZ is the best. You bet we are. Why do I feel like I've been in this situation before? We are the best team ever. All the rest of the teams in the area are like, no, you're not. Nope. Credits too. Now, I will say once again, because I was playing the main story fairly slowly, I had already been spoiled on the fact that I was Darkrai at the end. But I also, even if I didn't know it was Darkrai, I feel like at some point it would have just clicked. The Bad Dreams Crawler is a dead giveaway. And then following and then even following that, New Moon Island was the name of the island. If you had it wasn't the Oaks letter. It was the key card. I think it was the key card to the abandoned building in Canalave. I don't remember the exact item name. It's been years. Even from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which had the same item. You caught Darkrai there as a essentially event Pokemon. And obviously Oakflare was Shaman. But as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure the music they started using for Wild Zones, was originally used in the movie Rise of Darkrai for space-time, just for issues with space-time distortions. I'm not completely sure on that one though, and you'd have to fact check me on that one. But I did like it. I like the idea that they tried introducing multi-battles in the into the equation of how the battle system works in ZA. However, I will say it is a little finicky because it's clear we just get trounced at times because of that. Other things I like, I do like a number of the Pokemon that did get Mega Evolutions, or the ideas behind some of them. Lo and behold, looks at the Meowstic one. Man, they really made both two of the Generation 4 legendaries have the most twisted Mega Evolutions, didn't they? Heatran melting itself from the inside, and Darkrai essentially becoming too overpowered for its own good. If, jokingly, because I haven't touched Champions yet, does Mega Evolving Darkrai revert Nightmare to the way it was? Or, not Nightmare, Dark Void to 100% accurate move? Yes, I'm a mean person on that one. I remember when that move was 100% accurate. Or very, very high percent accuracy. But yeah. Other than the fact that Mega Dimensions is a grand farming pain, I enjoyed it. All the need for those berries and all that suck. On top of it you need berries to do everything in the DLC. And I also know, because I have also spoiled myself on this, it wasn't that hard. Everything, for the most part, in here is all the Generation 3 Megas that a certain group set are here as well. And I know you have to have more berries. I don't know if you have to do more surveys, though. But there are also other legendaries here as well to also catch that also have new Mega Evolutions. Or be the second game in 3 generations to give us a certain quartet from Unova again. Sword and Shield just happened, guys. The Sword and Shield DLC just happened, guys. I say that, wasn't Sword and Shield 2019? It's already been 7 years. if I'm remembering that right. Pretty sure Sword and Shield was 2019. Meaning its DLC was probably 2020. If it wasn't 2018. What? Oh, ah, uh, our character is the default character. That's fine. Default character customization. No specialty changes, which is fine. Which one of these crayon drawings is my favorite of the bunch? Genuinely, I think Karina's is the best one. No, Tony doesn't have a full jacket there, Ansha. The next day, the alarm is going off again. Oh, we should be running up on the end of this game, though, finally. Oh, everybody's hanging out. Alright, team. Time to finally make Ansha's dream a reality. Where should we look? That's the question, isn't it? No good sitting around waiting for hyperspace distortions to form. As we must do more than wait. Must bet you please do everything you can to find that fine legendary Pokemon. You will, Ansha, but maybe it'll feel more like a real job if we make it official. Your original request for was for us to help you make a donut, right? This is kind of on a whole new level. Do we even accept requests from team members? Why wouldn't we? I'd ask them to lend a hand if I had a problem. Ansha should too. That sounds perfectly reasonable. I shall make a formal request for it. Please catch that fine legendary Pokemon. Note, we just keep referring to it as legendary Pokemon. Not, not the one that they finally gave a official pronunciation for and everybody screamed at. A group of people immediately went, no, it's the other one. Despite the fact that the movie said, the movie that people for a while would say traditionally anime versus game issues for pronunciation. Every game it's been in since that movie has also pronounced it the same way. No offense. We'd be happy to take your request, Danja. Now, if only we had any lead. Should we ask you know who? I'm sorry. Why aren't we saying his name now? Well, you know what happened. Look, Corbo's our leading hyperspace Lumiose expert. We'll need to involve him sooner or later. Why don't we head to his office before he has a chance to call us? You all have fun. I don't think we all need to barge in there together, so I'll hang back and get some training in. I do want to see my new friend. Dark Void's here. But this isn't a generation where Dark Void has issues. It actually does damage, though. Interesting. Inflicts drowsiness through total darkness. This deals extra damage to already drowsy targets. The user's HP will be restored by a portion of the damage dealt. Dang. I have a side mission that wants me to. Oh, use hypnosis and then Dream Eater. I'll bring a Musharna and the Darkrai just for funny jokes. But anyways, to the rest syndicate. Before we end this part off. Actually. You know what? We'll end the part here. That way there's more to the next part, the next couple parts, because, well, it's still quite a bit, and I say we're getting close to being done. There's still Pokemon to catch, there's still side missions to finish. I do plan on doing it. Interesting. That's a 5-star. Oh, so hold off for the time being. That's gonna be it for today. I'll pick up at this point next time. No need to go much further. But now, after finishing helping Darkrai, it's time to find that fine legendary Pokemon, i.e. Green Emperor Snake of the Sky and Ozone Layer, Rayquaza. Finally time to get to it. Meaning, as other games have always said, to get to Rayquaza, you sometimes need to get some ground and water into the air. So that they'd be throwing hands. That is for next time. Thank you all so very much for watching and stopping by. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all again next time. Bye.